Ah, look at this little guy chopping wood. The first step in any Minecraft playthrough. But don't be deceived. This is not a normal Minecraft playthrough. Now, if you've been around Minecraft for a decent amount of time, you know that there's plenty of people who like to import maps and designs from their favorite games. But I'm not sure how many people have just imported the entire game. You see, lately I've been playing a lot of a great game called Stardew Valley. It's a really fun little farming simulator that's just filled to the brim with tons of stuff to do. So many little mechanics entwining with each other and secrets to discover that it's a joy to play around in. So much, in fact, that it is my second most played game ever, surpassed only by Minecraft. If you are a Minecraft fan, or even just, like video games in general, I would highly recommend Stardew Valley. But if for some reason you happen to have a Minecraft license but don't have the money for Stardew Valley, well, I've come up with a way to import Stardew Valley into Minecraft. Alright, so here's the thing. I said before that Stardew Valley has a lot of mechanics, and that was a bit of an understatement. So whether you're familiar with Stardew Valley or not, I'm going to have to go over how I imported some of these mechanics into this game. First things first, however, let's start with the most basic thing in the game, the inventory. Now in Minecraft, you've got this beautiful, 36 space inventory. You can hold so much stuff. And in Stardew Valley, you have that too. After a little while. And a price. Starting out, I'm only going to have 12 tiles, or rather, 11. Because I'm going to need to carry around this little fella with me. You see, in Stardew Valley, things all revolve around the clock. You wake up at 6 a.m. and you have all the way until 2 a.m. to get things done. If you stay up past that point, however, well, you pass out. You gotta get some sleep, bro. And I'm holding myself to this limit. I have to carry on this clock, and if it gets to a certain point of the night and I'm not in bed, bad things will happen. A, I'll pass out and I'll have to go from wherever I was back to my house. And B, I'll lose some money and some items. Now, money is kind of a complicated thing that I'll get to in a minute, but items, let's talk about that. First of all, in Stardew Valley, you do not actually drop items on death. In normal ways, nothing will actually cause you to lose items, which is why I'm doing this. Another cool thing is that you're given tools at the start of the game, and they don't wear off with durability. However, you start off with some, pretty crappy tools. I will get infinite amounts of these wooden holes. I only put 9 in here because I was lazy, but I can keep taking these out. However, that is the only thing I will have. The only way to get better ones is to complete upgrade quests. In Stardew Valley, you take some materials and some money. Excuse me, I'm trying to give a tutorial here. You take some materials and some money to a blacksmith, and then you can get your tool upgraded. These upgrades will be permanent and will keep getting better as I go. Alright, but this means as well that with these tool upgrades, I am not allowed to craft normally. Nah, dude, I have strict guidelines on what I can make. In Stardew Valley, you start it with a few crafting recipes that are just open to you. Unfortunately, food is not one of the recipes that is included with that. I cannot just open a crafting table and make a piece of bread. No, I'll have to do something else. That I'll get to later because I'm tired of explaining too many rules. But beyond the basic recipes that you start out with in Stardew Valley, I will have ways to get more. For you see! Another mechanic in Stardew Valley is the leveling system. There are 5 skills: farming, mining, foraging, fishing, and combat. As you perform certain tasks, each of these will be leveled up and you'll unlock some special stuff. The main one of these, for me, will be recipes. For Minecraft barely has a leveling system at all, and it only works for one thing. So, I had to improvise again. I'm going to use that bar down there for all 5 levels. Let's say, hypothetically, I have 1 level. I'm going to correspond that to having 1 level in farming. Then if I have 3 levels, I'm going to correspond that to having 1 level in farming, 1 level in mining, and 1 level in foraging. Then what about 15? 3 in farming, 3 in mining, 3 in foraging, 3 in fishing, and 3 in combat. I'll be keeping the skills in the order of farming, mining, foraging, fishing, and combat as I continue to level up my stats. So, since there's 5 skills and 10 levels each, to get max in every skill, I'll have to have 50 Minecraft levels. Depending on what level I am in Minecraft, and therefore in each of these skills at any given time, I can perform the recipes associated with that. I would flash all those on screen, but they would have no meaning out of context. Speaking of which, I don't know how I got these 10 levels, so, sir, could you do me a favor? Yeah, that's good. I did not drop my level. What? I forgot that in Minecraft, if you have keep inventory on, I guess that doesn't drop your levels. I was originally gonna have it be really hard and force me to, like, gain all my levels back if I lost them, but I guess this works too. Turn that to false. Okay, one more time, big guy, one more time. Alright, but I will add that anything that is not in the recipes that I have mentioned, or that does not make sense for me to make in Stardew Valley, I will not be allowed to make. However, there are a few other ways I can obtain items. Namely, good old-fashioned money. Since it's practically the currency in Minecraft, I am going to be using emeralds for stuff. As you might have noticed on these, it will cost emeralds to upgrade this. It will also cost emeralds to upgrade my inventory, and to buy things like animals. I am not allowed to tame animals in the wild, and I will explain how I will get them later. This is probably the part that I should warn you that this will probably end up being a multi-part series. I don't think that I can accomplish everything that is possible in this setup just in one video. So, in sake of not having to tell all the rules right now, I'm going to save some for, like, other times when they're actually, you know, useful. Real quick, though, I should also mention that I do get a starting house. In Stardew Valley, your grandpa gives you a plot of land and a house to get you started with, and you just, I don't know, go ham on those potatoes. So I do have that here. I made myself a little shack, and then I also have this plot of land. I'm not allowed to farm anywhere outside of this plot of land until I upgrade my house, which will cost monies and resources. Alright, but how would I earn this mysterious money? Well, by mostly just doing normal things. I'm just going to trade with the villagers. I mean, if I grow carrots, I'll sell carrots. It's fairly easy. Alright, there's only a few more mechanical things I need to mention. A, I am not allowed to use my fist, just my plain fist, in most cases. I cannot just punch through normal blocks. I am allowed to punch stuff like this, like grass and I guess you could call this forageables. Anything that isn't like a real physical obstruction. I should also say that tools are going to be a little weird. In Stardew Valley, you're supposed to have a watering can. You don't really need a watering can in Minecraft, you just need a bucket, so I put a bucket, and then for the upgrade, 2 buckets. Weapons and like shields and armor are the other weird one though. In Stardew Valley, you don't upgrade a sword normally. Usually you just sort of find better swords. Same goes for like armor and stuff. So that's what I'm doing. If I find better armor or weapons, I'm allowed to equip it and then make infinite replicates of it. The last thing I will mention is dying. If I die, or we'll also include passing out in this, since that's a big thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lose like my 2 or 3, I'll see how well I need to balance this, but 2 or 3 most valuable items, and then some amount of my monies. I'm going to call it, for now, the highest roundup of 10% of my money, since I think that's roughly what it is in Stardew Valley. I just realized there's another tool I need to mention. The fishing rod. Fishing also has a sort of wheel tool. It'll just mostly work normally. I'll start out with a basic fishing rod, and then I can upgrade to increasingly better fishing rods as I go, for these prices up here. Note that while creating the prices for everything, I mostly took what you needed in Stardew Valley and divided it by 1,000. A normal fishing rod is $2,000, and I did not think that could equate to emeralds properly. But that's finally about it for mechanics. However, there's one thing that is very important to Stardew Valley that I've included, and that is the community center, or in the case here, the rows and rows of chests. You see, in Stardew Valley, you're enlisted by some little forest doofuses to help improve the town by donating items to the community center. It's a whole range of stuff across the game that gets you to explore the mechanics, and it's really cool. It also acts as sort of a goal for the game, so it will also be my goal throughout this playthrough. Now, there are several different rooms in the community center, all that pertain to like different aspects of the game. And so I tried to recreate those best I could. Emphasis on best I could. While creating this, I discovered that Stardew Valley is a lot different than Minecraft, in that it has a lot more items. So if you know Stardew Valley, you're going to see that these different, like the different bundles and items that I have to donate are going to be pretty different from the base game. Alright, so first we're starting with the crafts room. This pertains mostly to foraging stuff. Now Stardew Valley usually organizes these in seasons. There aren't any seasons in Minecraft. So, here we go. For the spring foraging, I have to get grass, dandelion, tulip, and peony. For summer, I have to get cornflower, dead bush, jungle leaves, and fern. For fall foraging, I have to get poppy, allium, lilac, and rose. For winter foraging, I have to get a snow tile. That'll be interesting since technically I don't have a shovel. I'll have to figure that out later. A spruce leaf, a blue orchid, and a lily of the valley. For construction, this one's the most similar. I have to get 64 oak wood, 64 birch wood, 64 cobblestone, and 64 dark oak wood. And for exotic foraging, I have to get crimson fungus, warp fungus, cactus, and cocoa bean. Alright, but now on to the pantry. This relates to like farming stuff. So for spring crops, we got potato, carrot, and apple. Summer crops, melon, wheat, and glowberries. Fall crops, pumpkin, beetroot, and sweet berries. Cooking, again, cooking will be something we get to later. Bread, mushroom stew, cake, and pumpkin pie. Animal, egg, milk, and wool. Artisan, honey, banner, and dried kelp. I really had to improvise for some of these. Alright, moving on, we got the fish tank. Problem is, there's like 3 fish in Minecraft. So for the river fish, we have salmon and seagrass, lake fish, cod and kelp, ocean fish, tropical fish, pufferfish, and coral, any kind. I didn't set a limit on that. Exotic fish, turtle egg, axolotl bucket, and ink sac. I really had to improvise for this one. Now this one was easier. Boiler room. Blacksmith, we got copper block, iron block, and gold block. Yes, that is the thing where you have to put 9 together. Geologist, lapis, diamond, and quartz. Adventurer, 10 slime ball, 20 rotten flesh, blaze rod, and an ender pearl. And Adventurer Part 2. I had to minimize what I put into the fish tank. Technically, this isn't in base Stardew Valley, but since there's more stuff to do with, you know, murder in Minecraft somehow, I had to include this. And that is 20 bones, 5 gunpowder, and 10 string. Then finally, the bulletin board. This is just miscellaneous stuff, I guess. We have the dye bundle for red mushroom, sunflower, and feather. I put feather on a question mark because it's sort of, there's a duck feather in the original dye bundle, but I realized I'm not actually, and this is another mechanic. Yes, I'm explaining this now. I'm so tired of explaining mechanics at this point. I'm not allowed to kill animals. That's not a thing in Stardew Valley. You have to be a peaceful guy, unless it's a monster, in which case, go ham, man. So I'm not actually sure I'll be able to get a feather, but if it happens, we'll do that. Field research, brown mushroom, nautilus shell, and crimson leaf. Fodder, 10 wheat, 10 grass, and 3 apples. Enchanter, warped leaf, that's just the leaves of like the weird warp trees in the nether. Heart of the sea, and amethyst shard. Then finally, the chef bundle. Sugar, golden apple, and nether wart. Hey, Whiskers from the future here? I only just realized that I left out a bundle. There's bundles dedicated to just giving money, so, well, I guess I'll go set that up. One other thing that I did not mention, for mostly just simplicity's sake, but technically, usually, these little bundle things unlock little upgrades for the community. Now, there's not really any way I can properly transfer that into Minecraft, since it doesn't have the mechanics. But one thing that completing the whole bundle unlocks is going to a desert. So I'll just pretend that I cannot grab anything from the desert until I have that completed. Alright, now back to my regularly scheduled slow walk. So, in order to complete this challenge, I will need to, well, complete every last one of these bundles. And that is going to be within the constraints and mechanics of Stardew Valley. Oh boy, this is gonna be hard. Now, after 20 minutes of explanation, I can finally start. So, I'm gonna grab my tools, and with the official resetting of this rule, we are good to go. First area of business, get wood. Now, recipes technically are a bit different in Stardew Valley. It takes 50 wood to get a chest in Stardew Valley, but also wood is counted differently there, and it's kind of weird, so I'm just gonna follow whenever there's a recipe, I'm doing it the Minecraft way. We're also going to completely ignore the fact that you do not need a crafting table in Stardew Valley. Alright, first order of business completed, a chest. Ooh, also, funny thing in Stardew Valley, you technically don't unlock the ability to get tree seeds until, like, level 1 foraging, so, well, I know one thing these chests will be used for. Oh, and also, I meant to reset the day before I started. That's fine. This will be a nice test run, because I'm not quite sure at what time I'm going to say that I have to be to sleep by. I'm gonna need to, like, technically, quote-unquote, forage like this in order to actually get seeds. Normally, you'd buy them in the game, but no one here really in the village sells seeds, do they? And I'm already out of energy. This is gonna suck so bad. Alright, but I think I've got a good idea for what I want the limit to be when it comes to staying up. I'm gonna say when it hits full midnight, that is when I'm done. So when the clock fully aligns on night, I have to be in bed. Which means I need to hurry. Real quick, though, I think I see an easy opportunity for... Alright, I'll take the string, alright. On second thoughts, it's kind of OP to have these guys here, isn't it? I'll deal with that tomorrow. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Screw you. I've got to get to bed. No, 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 no. Go, go. Oh, he made me hungry. That's the worst thing he could have done. Alright, screw it. I'm going to bed now. Yeah, there is no penalty for going to bed early, luckily. Oh, no. There's a witch. There's a witch. Could be nice experience if I took them on now, though. Let's see how I can do this. There, 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 there. Well, poison's not great. Right, but I did say I was gonna remove the iron golem, so sorry, buddy. Alright, well, with the only two things that were probably gonna keep me alive out of the way, we can now continue. Dude, I'm gonna have to be real careful. I did not even think about creepers. Please tell me they didn't blow up any of the boxes. I got very lucky with that. I just realized. Right, well, I can donate my first thing here. I can donate a dandelion. And a poppy. Well, the creeper did restore my health and stuff, so that's nice. But now, let's actually get to farming. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I just realized I did not get rid of... I said I had to get rid of my most valuable items. And you know what the most valuable items would be? It'd be these two, as well as probably that sugar. Actually, that foraging probably isn't the most valuable, considering that it's everywhere. But in Stardew Valley it would be, so we're just going to start off with that for now. Okay, but now it's time for farming. Wait, that was stupid. I needed the water first. I need to go find... Oh my god, we have a well right here. This is awesome. I always thought these things were useless until now. Wait. Can I... Oh wait, this is completely fruitless. I'm stupid. There's an easy solution to that. Wow. Wow, what a great show of intelligence on my part. I think I'll actually let myself unlock the recipe for a shovel eventually, but that'll be at, like, farming level, not this, so for now I have to use a pickaxe. Okay, are there any closer sources of water? Sort of. I don't know, whatever. At least I have a less likely chance to fall into this one. So here, finally, I have infinite water. Having one bucket sucks. And now I can finally plant some stuff. Yes, grow my sweet babies. Alright, well, I noticed that I had this bone and thought I could use it to make bone meal. But, speed grow, the item that speeds up plant growth in Stardew Valley, is only unlocked at, farming level 3. So, I'll have to wait till level 15 to get it here. Or, no, actually, level 11. Alright, well, you know, I'm feeling like some exploring. Oh, dude, no way! There's pumpkins over there! That's so lucky. So it would be great, because I could take this pumpkin and turn it into, you know, good things. You turn it into seeds or whatever. However, I am considering this a fall crop just because pumpkins are in real life and they are in Stardew Valley. And the only way to get fall seeds, which is not equivalent to pumpkin seeds, but it's what I'm going to consider it, is to have a foraging level of, I'm going to guess, 7 or something, so... As usual, I've got a long way to go for that. Actually, wait, technically I put wheat crops into the summer crops, and I wouldn't have the recipe for summer seeds yet if I was doing this, but we're going to ignore that. I should go actually interact with the villagers and see what they have to say, because they might actually have some interesting trades that could help me. Now, in Stardew Valley, the villagers are cool, because you can actually build relationships with them, but... I don't think the villagers in Minecraft are going to be very much like that. Let's just say I've tried and they're not much for conversation. However, as I do trade with them, they, like, I don't know, they level up how much is in their shop, so technically there's something there, some sort of connection. What? No, you're not allowed. Whatever, it's fine. It's just nice defense system or whatever. I mean, I could kill one of the villagers, but that just feels weird. Alright, today is a bright new day full of not much hope or opportunity, but I'll try to find some on my way.